back in the building. It's good, dog.
Most definitely. We back, baby. What the word is, man.
Yes, sir. So I wanted to do a podcast about mindset. I feel like a lot of people in the world right now, they don't got the right mindset. And I think one of the worst things about it is a lot of people don't realize that they don't have the right mindset. When you're around the people, you grow up where you grow up and you learn things you learn. That's all you really know about mindset. So I feel like it's important that we break it down and let people know like some things about mindset they haven't realized yet.
Most definitely. You got to strengthen their mindset. You got to sharpen your mindset. You got to tweak your mindset. That mindset is very important. A few episodes ago when I came out with that prison suit, I said we was locked up, but we was locked up in the mindset. You don't actually have to be in prison to be locked up. You could be locked up in here, and that's very important. If you want to be free, not just in the world, but free in the mindset, you got to let go the negativity. You got to let go the wrong mindset. You got to feed your mindset with positivity. Even though you're free down here, even though you could wake up, even though you could walk, even though you could go eat what you want to eat, but you're still in prison up here because you stopping your growth because of negativity mindset, the negativity things you allowed to enter your mindset. So it starts within that mindset, what you willing to do and how you willing to get rid of the negativity and feed it with positivity. Talk to me, Big D Phlo.
Definitely. So what do you think about accountability? Do you feel like accountability has a lot to do with mindset, improving your mindset?
Very important. You got to have accountability even when you right and when you wrong. That's very important. That's one of the main things to having the right mindset, the positive mindset, accountability. Because if you only think that you always right, then when do you ever be wrong? How would you change your mindset? Even when you wrong, you would never know you right because of your mindset. Even when somebody else right and you wrong, you would never know because of the mindset that you think in your head you always right. That don't always go like that.
Facts. I agree that accountability, being wrong, that's when you learn, when you're wrong. You don't really learn a lot when you're right. So if you're always right, what are you learning? You're right every time. You're right. I'm right. What are you learning? Once you tell yourself, I think I might have been wrong. Once you say those words in your mind, you say, I think I might have been wrong. You start to think about, what did I do wrong? And once you realize what you do wrong, and then you accept it and you say, I was wrong, that's how you take accountability and learn. If you never explore the idea that you could be wrong, and then you'll never be able to take accountability. You'll never be able to change your mindset. Because why would you change your mindset if you're already doing it right?
Most definitely. So you got to be wrong to have accountability to know that your mindset is off of what you're doing, what you once did, and what you're willing to change to become a better person. Yeah. A right person could never understand what it takes to be accountable. A wrong person that understands when you're wrong, you could learn from your wrongness and become accountability to making the best decision to never go back again. When you don't know God, and then you're not accountable because you don't have no relationship with Him. So it's very important that you understand your wrongs, you understand your rights, and then you understand your accountability to elevating in your life.
Right. Because I feel like me and you both can say that we've had a bad mindset before.
Oh, very much, D Phlo.
We haven't always said, and why is that important to say? Because for the viewer's perspective, we're not up here acting like we just are perfect, always we're perfect.
Man, my shit was crumbling. I had a negativity mindset. Anything that I ever found, any dollar that I ever found, any wallet I ever found, any cell phone I ever found, only thing I thought about is keeping it and getting some money. The wrong mindset, not accountability. Not understanding who I might hurt, not understanding what it might cost a person to get a new ID, a new driver license, a new cell phone, pay the deductible. And when I realized I started taking accountability for what I was doing, it temporarily felt good to me, but eventually started hurting me in the long run because it built the wrong mindset. You heard what I said? Temporarily felt good when you find something that's not yours. It can help you in that moment. But then when that moment done and you take care of what you need to, you back to reality. Temporarily feeling is not a good for everlasting feeling. So when I realized that, I had to change my mindset. If I find something that's not mine, I'm giving it back. If I see something that fall that's not mine, I'm tapping them. I'm giving that back.
Right.
That happened to me a few times. That's why God been good to me. Because see, when you're obedience to the word and understand that the devil gonna test you to see where your mindset at. See if you committed to the relationship that you're willing to build with God. One time before I told you, if I ever told you, but I tell everybody, I went to Popeyes and I gave a guy $20 and bought some food. He double back and gave me more than what I gave him.
And change.
And I got the food, I got the money, I got the receipt. I'm walking back to the car. I got God on the right side telling me, you know, that ain't yours. So what you gonna do? This the opportunity right now to get in my castle, to get in my kingdom, to be faithful, to be fruitful, to be obedient to the word. When something not yours and you know it ain't yours, do the right thing and give it back. And then I got the devil on the other end telling me, keep that, you can use that. That's gas money. You ain't got enough gas. You could fill your gas up without going in your pocket. Immediately when I put the food in the car, the both sides was talking to me. Then I said, you know what, Desmond? It starts within your mindset. Where you going in life? I said, I'm elevating. He said, how you going to get there if you don't do what's right? I said, you're right. So I went back into the Popeyes and I told him, man, you gave me too much money. The man looked me in my eyes, started fussing with me.
What?
He was fussing with me.
Yeah.
He said, man, I gave you the right. You gave me $50. I said, I want you to do one thing. He said, what? I said, I want you to sit there and count your draw. If you short, then you know you wrong. They had a husband and wife in front of me, and they respected it. They didn't rush the food. They sat back. The guy said, why did you, the register short, why did you come back and giving me the money? I said, because the relationship I built with God, this money is only temporary. Where I want to be in life and where I'm going, I want it to be for everlasting. I want to be obedience here so I can live good up there. What we do down here going to determine what we do up there. I'm obedience to the word of God. What's not mine, I'm giving it back.
Wow. Now that's accountability. A lot of people wouldn't have done that.
No. They would have never gave that money back, D Phlo.
Right.
Would you would have gave it back? Let's be honest.
You know,
Let's be honest, man.
I'm gonna tell you why I
Give
don't.
me the real.
And you know what? Now I would have, but a lot of my life, I'm gonna tell you why I wouldn't have, because I feel like them corporations, they got money. You know what I'm saying? They got money. You're not stealing from the employer, you're stealing from the company. You know what I'm saying? But now I would, and because I've changed. So I feel like, and that goes all with mindset. The mindset I have now would give it back.
All right.
But the mindset I had before wouldn't. You know, and I
Yeah,
feel like
that's how I was. The mindset I had before,
Yeah.
I would have never turned back around.
Yeah.
I'd have been in my car, gone.
Yeah. Like you're thinking God bless me, but you think God bless you to steal? You know what I'm saying? Like that doesn't even make sense. You know what I mean? To think that God bless you to steal money from somebody.
So that was important.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's
So
an important lesson in life for a lot of people.
accountability and knowing what's for you and what's God blessing and what's knowing that's not for you to give back.
Right.
Because a blessing to you could be a hinder. A blessing to you could be a person downfall to them because they might don't have it.
Yeah.
They deductible, they might can't afford to get it.
Yeah.
So you don't want a blessing to you the wrong way and hurt somebody the other way.
Because that person, the thing is that person was going to be held accountable of their drawer being $30 short. Why is your drawer $30 short? He gave you extra money. He could have lost a job or been on the. He could have been messing up, being late, and they're like, "Hey, your drawer's $30 short." They think he stole it. You're fired. You could have got somebody fired that day. Now you know what I'm saying, and that's somebody who needed that job, someone who got kids and were struggling. So you got to think about that. Like when you steal, even though you're stealing from Popeyes, not from him, he still has to answer why his drawer is short.
Most definitely.
Right. So why do you feel like being that we both come from people with who've had bad mindsets, why do you feel like a lot of people in the world today have a bad mindset? Like what's the reason?
Because nobody don't want to teach them better, and nobody don't want to show them better. Nobody don't want to tell them when they're wrong, and nobody want to everybody want to praise them when they're right. So when you always getting praised when you right, even when you do wrong, you would never understand the accountability of when you're doing wrong. and what's right. It's just in the world. A perfect example, you're around $1 million man and he doing wrong, but if you praising him because he doing wrong, he think it's wrong. How he gonna hold himself accountable? How he gonna know when he do wrong? Everything that you praise him on was wrong, and now he think it is all right. So it starts within the mindset and who you praise and why you praise and when you chastise them and when you don't chastise them. So it's very important. When you see somebody out there doing wrong, being disobedient, doing something that inappropriate, chastise them then so they could learn, so they could change the mindset and understand when you not there, they're going to still think about you to making them want to do right. Yeah. That's the bigger impact I even want to lay, that I laid on you. I practiced to lay on you was when things ain't going right, trust and believe in God. When I ain't around even telling you and things seems to get crazy, I put enough trust and told you that God is everything. So I try to install what I need to and trust and believe that when you go through these situations that you're going to know the mindset and you're going to know the commitment and what I taught you.
Right. One of the things about, there's a lot of things, but one of the things that stuck with me that you told me is I got in a car accident and my car was gone. So I had a rental, and the rental was like, it wasn't the best rental. It was like a okay rental, but I needed a car at the time. And I said to you, you like, you got a rental? I'm like, yeah, it's a piece of shit. You're like, don't say that. I said, why? You say, because God always hears you. He hears you complaining about that rental, saying it's a piece of shit. Like, he blessed you with that rental. He gave you what you needed to get from point A to point B, and you are talking shit about it. You should appreciate that. You told me to appreciate it even if I don't like it.
Yeah.
And I thought about that. That stuck with me. It's like sometimes we may not get what we expected to get in life from God, but you still should, if you show that you appreciate that gift that he gave you, even if it isn't what you expected, and then he'll be willing to bless you for more. It might not be tomorrow, might not be the next day. I learned that too, but it'll come.
Over a long period of time.
But if you complain about it and you say, oh, I hate this, and oh, I didn't get what I wanted, blah, 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 and then why would he want to give you more? You didn't even appreciate the little he gave you. Why should he give you more if you didn't appreciate what you already got?
I'm glad you said that, D Phlo. That's very important.
I remembered that.
Yeah, you remember that. I remember when I told you that you was upset about the car that they gave you and different things. I said, why would he give you more when you don't appreciate the little that he give you?
Yeah.
You got to accept what he gave you because he felt that was best for you at that time. God would give you something that he feel that's best for you. Not best for what you think. Not best for what you want. Not best for what you're trying to do. But best for what your heart desire. Yeah. God would not give you more unless he know your heart desire more. It start within your heart and your mindset. He gave you that car to see was you going to be appreciated. Let me tell you something, man. And I want the world to understand this. They got people that go make $500 worth of groceries. And they got people that make $100. The people that make $500, $400 is BS. $100 is something that they really need. Now, the person that gonna make the $100 grocery is all what they need. So what I'm trying to tell you, when you got too much money, everything that you do ain't gonna be always what you need.
Right. Facts.
But when you only got a little bit of money, everything you purchase is going to be something you need. Understand that when God give you too much, you be disobedience to the word. You be disobedience to the money. You don't do what you need to do. But when you got just enough, you committed, you make sure you get enough. You make sure you got everything you need. Don't ask God for more when you ain't obedience to what the little he willing to give you. Because you getting food stamps, that don't mean abuse. And because you're making money, that don't mean abuse the things that he giving to you. He could easily give it and take it away. He said, I sit high and look low. God, I ask you for something, but I ain't asking you to give me something that I'm going to be disobedient. I'm going to appreciate the little. So when you give me a lot, I know what it to do with it. I'm going to be obedient with the little. I'm going to be obedient with the lot. God, I want it. I deserve it. God, I'm faithful. I'm fruitful. But God, if I ain't ready to keep my blessings, don't just give me the blessings because I'm telling you. Give me the blessings because I'm pure. I prepare myself. I got the right mindset. I'm ready to come on now, man.
100%, bro. If God ever takes the opportunity to give you a blessing that you weren't ready for, and you don't appreciate it, you squander it, and you just do the wrong thing with that blessing, when he takes it away, I've learned from experience, best believe it's going to be a minute till you get it again. So when he gives you that blessing, appreciate it. Appreciate it. Don't complain about it. Make the best of it, because all that complaining, all that negativity shit you do is speaking negativity on you growing from that. It's going to tear you down. You have to have a positive mindset.
I want to ask you something, man. They don't know, but I know. So let's go back into when you said you was getting ready to get a car, and they was gonna give you the same type of car you once had when you got in a wreck. You said, "I don't want that."
Yeah.
And I told you why you don't want that when you already had that.
Yeah.
And you said, because I want something better. I said, did that car ever do you wrong? I said, did that car get you the way you need to be? You said, yeah. I said, so why would you want something better? Moving into something better don't always be better for your income. Moving into something better don't always be better for your mindset. More room you allow in your life, the more negativity people you allow to affect it.
Right. You're right, because, and you know what? A lot of people, I feel like people do deserve more, but it's all about timing. I need to be humbled in that moment. You told me I should be looking, because I was looking for an upgrade on my car. Trying to get something nicer. Now, the economy's not so great. Interest rates are up. It's harder to get a car than when I originally got my car, right? But I didn't really understand that. So I'm trying to get a better car. But I'm going to tell you what happened. This is a lesson for people to learn from, is I don't have a car right now. Because I tried to do better with the money I had at the time. I had the money to do what I needed to do, but instead of spending on something I could actually get, because I already had it. You can always get what you had. You try to upgrade, that means you got to be doing something better. Better credit, more money. So I tried to get a nicer car, and I got no car. So you have to just, you can't be you're looking for all these great things in life, and sometimes it's like you're looking for too much. It's not about settling for less. It's about not expecting too much.
Understand this, D Phlo. It ain't even about. I want to ask you a question. Listen to this question well, and I want the world to understand it. What make the picture cost more, the picture or the picture frame? Come on now, you smart. So I want to know what you think make the picture cost more, the painting or the frame?
I would definitely say the painting.
Why would you say that?
Because the painting is where the value's at.
Okay.
When people are looking at a picture, they're looking at the picture and the beautifulness and
right.
the message in the picture, the vision of the picture.
Okay.
The frame is just put on there on the outside and make it look nice.
Okay.
You could always add a frame, but if that picture ain't no good, then if the picture isn't good, the frame's worth nothing.
Okay.
The frame can add value.
Okay.
But if the picture's worth nothing, the frame is valueless.
Okay.
So
That's your opinion.
That's my opinion. What you think it is?
The frame worth more than a picture.
Okay.
The reason why the frame is the foundation.
Okay.
The picture can't hold low on the wall if the frame ain't got the right hooks to be able to hold. The picture ain't no good if you can't put a right frame to make it add more value. A picture don't add more value to the frame. It's the foundation.
Yeah.
You can pray all you want, but if you ain't got the trust and believe in a foundation that when things get hard, you're going to hit your knee, what's good of praying? So that frame is the cover of the picture. The picture fall is destroyed. But if the frame around it, and we invest more into the frame, into the outer, then the picture going to be safe.
I can see that. Because like when you go to a museum, they have like $1 million pictures. It's not just a frame, it's the whole case around it. It's a thing protecting it. You can't get to that picture. So yeah, I get what you mean by that. I can see that perspective too.
It's very
because
important.
it don't matter how, okay, let's put it more like this. It don't matter how valuable that picture is. If that frame ain't gonna hold it up, it's gonna fall over and break. The picture could be the Mona Lisa, one of the most valuable paintings in the world. But if that frame can't hold it up and it falls, the picture's worth nothing.
Nothing.
So that foundation
is everything.
Okay, I get what you're saying by that. So I don't know which one's more expensive, which one's more important though.
The foundation.
The foundation.
The picture always more.
Yeah.
But the foundation more important. That's what I want.
Yeah, I get what you're saying. I agree with that 100%. Yeah, it is.
So don't go by what's more.
Yeah.
Go by what's better with the foundation.
Yeah.
So don't go by because the money good. Go by is it a good foundation for you to build off of. Don't go by because somebody tell you God good. Go learn from the foundation of your own. That's why I'm getting at.
I mean, to put this what this episode is about, mindset. Mindset starts with foundation.
Yes, indeed.
And there's something you said earlier where you said the people around you, like what you know. Your mindset is what you know, what you were taught. And a lot of parents will have a bad mindset or they don't have the best mindset, and they teach that to their kids. So their foundation of their mindset is what their parents taught them. Their parents might not have had a good mindset. They might have also been taught a negative mindset. So as parents, to get to what a foundation of a mindset is the parents. It's that seed that you plant in your kids. Are you looking at things in a bad way always, or are you seeing things in a good way always? Are you always complaining, or are you always praising and appreciating? If you want to set a good, solid foundation in somebody, it starts with the parents. Mm-hmm. You have to teach your kids how to see the world in a positive light, because happiness and progression in life comes from positivity. Negativity will only break things down and destroy. So the foundation of a mindset starts with the parents. I mean, what do you think about that?
It's very important. That's where it starts from. Mm-hmm. It starts when you have kids, when you bringing kids up, when you trying to get your kids to do right, you plant seeds in them. And the seeds only grow off of your mindset, off of what you put in that plant, what you feed that plant, how consistent you is with that plant. So everything that you want to grow to become something better, that you got an attachment to, it start within you. It start within your prayers. You praying over that. You investing in that. You helping that elevate. You creating opportunities. So it start within you. That's what parents don't know.
Right.
Don't just make a seed and not water it.
Right. But it's also about, like, when you plant a tomato plant, you put a tomato seed in the ground, you watered it, and it grew up into a tomato plant. If you plant negativity in your kids, that's what they're going to grow. Whatever you plant into them, what's going to grow. So if you plant positivity in your kids, plants of positivity will grow. Those seeds of positivity you plant in your kids will grow. So I think it's important that we realize how we have to plant positivity into our children.
Most definitely.
We cannot just sit here and plant negativity. If you're going through shit, okay, but that doesn't mean you have to plant that negativity into your children.
Most definitely. Talk to me, D Phlo.
So when you're turning to God, what's some of the things that you feel like God does to change your mindset?
So the first thing God do when he trying to change your mindset, and when you didn't have the right mindset, the negative mindset is cloudy. It's like getting in your car and your car windows is foggy, but the only way to unfog them is to defrost them. And to defrost them, you got to turn on the heater. That's how your life look. That's the when you got the negative wrong mindset, your mindset, your brain cells is foggy. You can't see out the window. You if you jump in a car and drive, and you run into the fog, man, the first thing people do when they can't see when it's raining is they turn on their hazard lights, their hazard blanket. That's just the same thing with God. When you trying to figure out which way to go, how you need to do it, what's wrong with your mindset, why your mind so clouded, God help you and try to get that defrost out your mindset. Ooh. Your mindset clouded, but God gonna defrost it.
So when you have a bad mindset, it's like driving on the highway. Your whole windows are foggy. That's your mindset. That's fogging the windows, right? But the defrost is God, right? When you pray to God, you help him
allow him to
enter you and defrost it.
It started going slowly but surely, but it take time. You know how that front windshield be when you riding in the fall, man. You trying to wipe it, you trying to see, you can't see cars passing you, cars blowing past you. They trying to figure what's going on. You trying to say, hold on, Lord, what's going on with my defrost? I need to be able to see. I don't want to run into nobody, but I know that I need to defrost the window. I got my hazard lights on. God would allow the devil to cloud your mind until you hit your knees, and that's God to defrost your mindset. Come on, man.
That was that. You couldn't have explained that better, bro. That's exactly true.
I always had a clouded mindset until the day I came in here and I told you I had that shovel. And when I had that shovel, I had to dig deep. And when I was digging, God was talking to me and he told me, what do you want to do? Who you want to be? And what it's going to take to be? And is you willing to do it? And is you prepared to do it? Don't tell me you're going to do something if you ain't willing to do it. Because I'm going to challenge you. God going to challenge you every bit of the way to see if your mindset change. He going to throw things at you to see if you really built for what you asked for. God going to put girls in front of you. He going to put the wrong opportunity. He going to put the dope money. He going to put the weed. He going to put the sexy girl. He going to put all that in front of you. But you know that if you committed to the word of God, if you committed and trust and believe in him, you going to tell the girl, I don't want you because I got a relationship. I don't want the dope because God blessing me. I know it could be more money right now, but it might cost me my life. I might end up in prison. But if you got the wrong mindset, you're going to accept the girl, you're going to accept the dope, you're going to accept the wrong thing. But if you trust and believe in God, you're going to keep going. You're going to overlook. He going to make sure you overcome any trials and tribulations. Come on now. My mind was clouded, but I couldn't see. But I had to hit my knees and ask God to show me. Ever since he showed me, he been showing me the right way. That's why I met you. That's why we elevate. That's why we doing the way we doing, and that's what we doing. Don't be mad at me. Just be mad because God gave me the windshield wipers. I went to Amazon. No, I'm lying. I ain't go to Amazon. I went to the prayers. I went to the church. I told him, give me the best windshield wipers. Give me the best defroster because my life been clouded. I've been going through trials and tribulations. Child support been balking. Man, my woman was ready to leave me because I wasn't making no money. Now I got the income. Now I got the funds. I'm paying child support. I'm paying the bills. I ain't getting discouraged because God showed me every opportunity. What you talking about? I was defrosted. Come on, man. My life was in shadow. Until I hit my knees and told God, I need you to defrost the mindset, take away everything that I once knew, every person that tried to destroy me with the wrong negativity. Oh man, the devil would try to feed you. He would feed you with people that think that you need them. He would feed you with opportunity, think that the money good, but the negativity might hurt you. He would give you everything that you think you might need, but then it might come back and bite you. Can't, come on, man. You gotta, what I'm telling you is, remember that you gotta determine the devil blessing and God blessing.
And that's the thing. There's so many people in the world who are getting blessed by the devil.
Come on.
And they don't realize it. But here's the thing about the devil's blessings. There's a price. And you know what? There's a price for God's blessings. There is. But the prices are different. The devil's blessings, the prices you don't want to pay. You don't want to pay. The prices of devil's blessings do not benefit you. The prices of God's blessings is for you to have commitment, to have sacrifice, to change your life, to change your mindset. God's blessings cost better you as a person and for your future and for your relationships around you. The devil's blessings will be to destroy yourself, destroy others, destroy. God's blessings are to benefit you. So that's why you never want to take the devil's blessing, because that cost, that price for it, it's never worth it.
Come on, man.
It's greater than you have. It's more money than you can have. It's more than you ever want to pay.
Boy, you preaching, boy. You preaching. Man, you preaching. And that's one thing I like to say, and I want the world to know. When I met you, you told me you've been to church one time. You didn't really have a good relationship with God. You was trying to figure it out. And I want the world to know, because we don't never sugarcoat nothing. I don't never hide nothing from them. I tell you everything and you tell me everything. It ain't about if your partner know or your friend know or your relationship know. If you keep trusting and believing and they see you doing it and they see you growing and they see you committed, they going to get committed with you. They going to start asking you questions. Hey, man, I don't really know much about my faith, but can you show me? Hey, I don't know much about God, but can you help me? I don't know what church to go to, but can you lead me the way? If that person meant to be in your life, if that person meant to be with you, if that person see the vision, if that person trust and believe in you, they going to start changing. the things about them to make sure that they ain't just about me, it's about us as an individual. Same thing go for the man, go for the woman. If you trust and believe in your woman vision, you better show up and show out. I don't care if nobody show up. You better be there and tell her, baby, I see you, baby. I trust and believe in you. Whatever it might take, I'm going to support you. The same thing go with your husband. He might be sitting in the car. He going through what he going through. The bills getting overlapped. The money ain't coming in. He in depressed mode, but go get him out the car and rub him on the back and tell him, baby, if you fall short this month, mama got you because I love you and I trust and believe. God gonna turn things around for the better. You gotta stick together and don't let nothing come through that chain gang. Relationships don't last long because they let people come through the chain gang. Friendships don't last long because they let people come through the chain gang. Man, if you got more money than they got the chance to steal you, man, if I rock with you, don't never let no money come in between us. Hey, if they could buy you, then nigga, you gonna be bought for the rest of your life because you always on the market for sale. Come on, man.
Damn. Crazy. Okay, so a lot of people change their mindset, right? The biggest question is, how do you keep your mindset changed? Because so many people change their mindset. They change, they get better, but then they go back to their old ways. So this is important because I don't want to see people hearing what we're saying and change their mindset and then just reverting back to who they were. So how do you stay a different person? How do you change your mindset and keep it that way for a long time?
Oh man, you know, I can't keep saying it no more.
Yeah.
It starts within the prayers. It starts with God. You can't. It starts with the foundation. If you build your foundation and you get somewhere, the foundation will never change, bro. When you lay cement down, when you trust and believe in God, when you tell God I'm committed, when you tell God everything that I'm doing is for you, the foundation, only time that foundation, that cement ever get broken, D Phlo, listen, I don't think you understand that.
No, I get it.
Down. One thing about the ground, it get chipped, but it never sink. The foundation get chipped, it get challenged, it get a crack, it get water leaks, but it never changed. Things will happen in your life when you make that commitment with God. Things will get rocky. Things will fall apart. But your foundation up here, them prayers gotta stay the same. Listen to what I'm telling you, D Phlo. You could build a house, but if your foundation ain't strong, your house going down. But you could build a foundation and build a weak house. Long as your foundation strong, that house ain't going nowhere. I'm trying to tell you something, man. To stay on the right path is to keep that foundation with God. I don't think they heard me, man. To stay on the right path, to trust and believe that God gonna get you there, to know that you ain't going back to what you once been through. You gotta make sure that foundation built off of God.
That's it. You have to make sure that your foundation was built on God. So many people are building their foundation on their childhood, on the shit they learned from their parents, on the shit they learned from their friends in the streets. That's their foundation, right? They build their foundation, all their mind state. If your mind, look at your mindset as your foundation. They build their foundation on shit, on everything but God. Then they try to build the house with God, right? They don't change the foundation at all. They build the house. They build the house on a foundation that was only based on things that they learned from the people around them. And then that house will fall. God might help you build the house, but it's never going to stay up. It's never going to be a mansion. It's never going to be something that's going to survive a hurricane because you didn't build that foundation on God. Even if that house falls over, if your foundation is built on God, you good. You could build a new house. But if your foundation was built on bullshit and negativity and the devil and things like that,
it's a GPS with no signal.
It's a GPS with no signal.
You could pull up a GPS, but without the signal, no street sign, no address, no nothing. Without God is no signal. Without God is no direction. Without God, it's failure. Without God, a road of destruction. If you want to know where you going, what's important, where your signal going, where your destination, build a relationship with God. Build a relationship with God. Build a relationship with God. Building a relationship with God don't mean you got to go to church. It just means you got to hit your knee. It just means you got to throw your hands up and commit that you're willing to give everything. You willing to take that next step. Being baptized ain't just being baptized. Being baptized means you made a commitment that God gonna be your father. He gonna be your leader. He gonna be your role model. He gonna be your guidance. He gonna be your direction.
What you said, in my opinion, is so important. And the reason why is because a lot of people, and that's why I think it's so good that me and you teamed up, because you're a Christian. I'm a spiritual. I just believe in God, but I don't believe in religion. I don't have any problem with religion.
Right.
So why is that important? Because there's a lot of people who have a problem with religion. There's a lot of people who have a problem with the Bible. They say, oh, it was rewritten all these times and it's not translated right. I get it. I've been there. I know what it's like to think that way. But you have to understand, the Bible was written by man. It's not the only thing that connects you to God. You don't have to be in a religion to have a relationship with God. No. You don't have to praise Jesus or Buddha, or you got to praise God. And the reason why it's important is I don't want people to just turn down God because they don't believe in religion. There's so many people out there who say, I can't believe in God because I don't believe in the Bible. Mm-hmm. Bible and God are two different things. You don't have to believe in the Bible to believe in God.
Most definitely.
And why is that important? Because people need to open their heart to God, whether a religion is a factor or not. You know, you don't need religion to get to God. But anyway, as far as mindset goes, I definitely agree 100%.
I got a question. Hold on. Okay. I didn't mean to cut you off.
You good.
How much did I change your mindset just as an individual? Where your mindset on a scale of 1 to 10, where your mindset was before you met me?
Okay, so there's a lot of levels to mindset. My mindset has always been, my vision has always been on 10. I've always seen where I'm trying to go. Mm-hmm. I've always worked hard. The problem is that I didn't have the right perspective.
All right.
So I feel like what you helped me do was change my perspective, help me change my path, help me change my message. You know, so what you did from my mindset is you helped me. I was trying to spread positivity. I've always been about that, but I wasn't spreading it in the right way. So you helped me be on a positive path. You helped me stay consistent. Because trust me, if I don't have a video today, there's an issue. You know what I'm saying? You're on me. You know what I mean? But it's good because it drives me to always, if I'm editing your video, I might as well edit my video. So you're always pushing me to always keep going. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, even if I got things to do, I stop what I'm doing and I make sure that we got videos to post. You have pushed me to stay consistent. There's no way I couldn't be consistent if me and you are doing what we're doing. So yeah, you helped me push. But positivity, like, you know, whenever if ever I have anybody to talk to, like, there's so many people in the world who wishes they had a friend like you. That's what I'm trying to say right now.
Most definitely.
There's so many people who need a friend like you. And that's why it's important we put these clips out to show them. You may not know us personally, but we're here to show you that, like, look, there are people out there like that who care about you. We care about you.
Most definitely.
Why do we do this?
They need to understand too, I hate saying it, you is a white boy. I'm a black dude. Yeah. So it doesn't matter the race. It doesn't matter the color. Exactly. It's just a matter of the type of heart.
It's hard.
In a mindset as a person, because you don't have to date black on black to feel that she the right person. You could date a black and white person and they go forever.
Yeah.
So don't think that it got to be your own kind, the only person that you could build a relationship with, to trust and believe. I built one with you and we forever lasting, but you help me as much as I help you. You know what I mean? And that's good. That's what I want the world to know, that Laffy Taffy and Laffy Taffy don't always make the best candy. It could be Reese's and Snickers. It could be Reese's and it could be ice cream and chocolate chip. You want to blend in with things that you lacking in, with a person that could bring value, where you could bring value to them. So what we did was, you bought your value, I bought my value, and we made it blend and we made it work. People want to know, I know people ask, man, do y'all ever fuss? Oh, hell no, we don't, because I listen to your perspective, you listen to mine, and it is what it is. We ain't gonna always agree on everything, but we gonna do what's best for us.
But even if we don't agree, you just said it. We listen to each other and we figure out a way to make it work. I might see it my way, you see it your way. You say your thing, I say my thing. We don't even argue about it. We just get off the phone and then we get back on the phone. We're like, okay, you know what? I think you're right. You know what I'm saying? And I feel like that's important for most people. Don't do all that talking. You know what I mean? All that arguing. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes it's good to just get off the phone and think about it.
Yeah, think about it and just let it hit your mind.
Yeah, let it settle in.
Come back.
Yeah, then come back to it. But I do want to say, bro, I consider you my best friend, my brother.
Oh, yeah,
bro.
most definitely, man. Hey, man, you already know, man. Big team showing up and showing out anytime, in any place, anywhere. And you know how big my family love you. And they always look for you every time. I can't even show up without showing up with you. You know
That's crazy, ain't it?
That's crazy. But every time they see me, they say, man, what D Phlo at? And you know, and I want you to know, man, I'm riding with you. Like I said, we've been at the bottom, we've been in the middle, and we've been at the top. So, you know, like I said, this year gonna be a hell of a year. You gonna get the car that you deserve. You gonna get the car that you want. And you gonna be back to where you wanna be. But God had to slow you down and take some things away from you to rebuild you, to show you that when the next time he give you something, be obedient to what he give you. One thing that I know for sure, when you had that car, you didn't keep it clean.
Right.
So now when you get your new car, you going to make sure you bring it to the car. It be the small thing that he see that you don't appreciate, that he wants you to appreciate before he give you something
I'm going to
big.
give some advice to people right now. When God gives you that blessing, stay humble. Because not long ago, I was up on top, bro. I had bands on bands on bands. I wasn't humble. I'll be honest with you. I did some things and made some moves I shouldn't have made. When God gives you that blessing, don't ever change. When you get that money, stay who you are. Keep your car clean, like just the day you bought it. Don't get a nice car and then
I didn't have my car washed in 4 months. I went and got that car washed. That car was running good, and it's a new car.
You know how good it feels when you wash your car. Yeah. So, it's the same car, but it just feels like it steers better.
It drives better. It looked better. It treated me better.
When you clean your house and you get it all perfect, when you clean your shower, you take a shower, it feels like it got cleaner from your shower. Like, this is life. Take care of what the fuck you got. Appreciate what you got. The only thing that makes you happy in life is to appreciate that motherfucker. If I didn't appreciate you as a friend, we wouldn't be friends. You wouldn't be as good of a friend. If you don't appreciate your car, then one day you may not have it. You have to appreciate everything. And that's one of the biggest messages that I have. Because I've learned I didn't always appreciate. You gotta appreciate.
Gotta appreciate it, man, and I appreciate you
for
everything that you did and how you believed in me, how you trusted me, man. And I can't do it without you. And I ain't gonna even lie to you. I'm Big Team 28, and I do a hell of a job, but I can't do it without my brother, my boy D Phlo. He make a big difference, and I want you to understand. It's people that's big in the game, but it's people that's right behind them that's just important in their life.
For sure.
Very important. And I want them to know you're not bigger than a plan. You're not bigger than a plan. You're not bigger than a plan. There's always somebody behind a person that's very important to that person to keep them afloat.
So it's important to always appreciate that person.
Yes,
there's
indeed.
so many people who get that big head
and don't appreciate the person
that put them there. And you know what happens? Once they take that away, they fall. Because the thing that was helping them rise
is the person who edited the video, is the person who taking the time to make sure their videos look good, taking them pictures that make sure they look good. Them people are just important. That's them janitors.
The people that's giving you the ideas.
Them janitors.
Oh, the janitors.
That's
the people who make shit look nice.
For you. You can have a mind, but if you ain't got the time, you ain't gonna get what the mind. You ain't gonna get what the time could do, what the mind could do.
And that's why you should treat everybody equally. Don't treat them janitors like they ain't shit. Because don't treat the trash men like they ain't shit. Because what would you do if they didn't pick up your trash?
They should be piled up in front of your door.
All your shit will be stank.
Roaches, everything.
Like, they might be the most important person.
One thing about that, I love that you said it. When a man come and pick the trash up from about the door, I hear him coming. And when I hear him coming, I'll be out there by the door. And I say, man, let me give you a water, an energy drink, or just something to help you. He said, I appreciate it. I said, because if you didn't pick this up, I would have to do it.
Right. And where are you going to take it? You going to put in your car? A bunch of trash? You got to
Stop
appreciate
playing.
sometimes the people that you might not look at as the most important people are the most important people. And so appreciate those people and treat them good. Treat everybody equally.
Most definitely, man. Them drop the jewels, boys. We out the building. We love y'all from the bottom of our heart. Keep God first. Continue to keep going. Never stop believing. Them boys, we never stop believing. Even though when trials and tribulations come against us, we going to keep going. We going to keep hitting our knees. And guess what, man? We going to see y'all. We believe in each and every one of y'all. And guess what? Success for everyone. But it ain't for everyone who ain't willing to make that commitment.
If you're willing to change your mindset and you're willing to become a better person every day, not just today, every day, that success will come to you. We promise you that. All right, dog. Yes, sir. We'll see y'all on the next episode.